like some kind of sweet drink.
I'm afraid not. It's the name of an event we started to hold regularly. Dreams have become quite the hot topic in Sumeru, and many people are excited to share the dreams they've seen at night. The same goes for me. The last time I dreamed was when I was but a little child, so I can't help but feel excited and nostalgic about dreaming again.
Oh, right. Everyone's able to dream again now.
Yes, we organized an event to give everyone with new dreams a platform to freely share their experiences. And thus our event, A Moment of Dreams, was born.
So, it's kind of like a fireside chat.
You could say that. We hear all sorts of wild and fabulous stories every day. Really.
Yeah, but to us, dreaming is as normal as breathing. Wait, but if there are free drinks and snacks involved, then Paimon might consider it.
Oh, really? So you mean you've already seen many dreams?
Mm-hmm. But no need to get so excited. It's really nothing special.
No. We need experienced participants like you to share your experiences with dreaming. Please allow me to address you two as dream experts.
Oh, expert? Paimon kinda likes it.
Now you seem interested. Please, follow me to the meeting place. It won't take much of your time. Rest assured, you'll find all the drinks and snacks you'd like there.
Wow, how accommodating. Sign us up. But wait, Paimon's getting ahead of herself again. We should see what the traveler thinks first. Why aren't you saying anything? All right, hurry up and take us to be dream experts.
Very good. Follow me then.
Do you know what's the most important part of being an expert?
Well, I suppose it must be accumulating knowledge and sharing your experiences?
Nope! It's all about the title! From now on, Paimon will be known as Paimon, the Dream Expert!
Oh, okay. Sorry to interrupt, everyone. We finally have some real dream experts joining us. Esteemed experts, this way, please. Ahem. Now, if anyone has any questions, please feel free to ask them.
They must be dream experts from another land. Great!
Oh, I have a question. Me first!
No rush. Everyone, please line up and ask in an orderly fashion.
Whoa, Paimon didn't expect them to be so enthusiastic.
My question is simple. My everyday life is very difficult, so I would like to become a slime in my dreams. How can I do that?
Oh, Paimon knows! Paimon's had this kind of dream. The first time, Paimon became an animal slime. Paimon was shot by an adventurer's arrow. The second time, Paimon became a dendro slime. A group of kids thought Paimon was a radish and pulled it. The third time, Paimon became a cryo slime. In the end, Paimon was captured by a chef. And the fourth time, Paimon became a powerful geo slime and went to take revenge. But then the boar showed up with all of its relatives and Paimon lost again.
Wait, why did all of your dreams end so tragically?
Because slimes are monsters, even though they look cute, they usually cause trouble and end up getting killed by adventurers. Things don't tend to end well for monsters. Believe Paimon.
I suppose you're right. They are monsters, after all. I just want to experience a different life, but it seems that becoming a monster would be even worse than my current life. Maybe I'd be happier if I became just a regular finch. Or fish.
Looks like being an expert is way easier than Paimon imagined. Next!
Oh, it's my turn. Esteemed expert, I want to know what posture I should sleep in so I can have the same dream as the one I had last night.
Well? Hey, you're supposed to be helping. First, why don't you tell Paimon?
Oh, it's quite ordinary. I sat and chatted with my wife on a sunny day, listening to the breeze blowing through the valley.
Why don't you just find your wife and talk with her? There's no need to wait for a dream.
Well, unfortunately, she passed away.
Oh, sorry. Paimon shouldn't have assumed anything.
No, it's fine. I didn't make that clear. I just want a chance to see her.
Yeah, it's not really about posture. What you think about right before...
Oh, is that all I have to do?
Think about it. If you're the one thinking about her, and you're the one that'll be dreaming about her, then it'll be easier to connect your thoughts and dreams.
You do have a point. I'll give it a try tonight. Thanks for your wise advice.
Oh, my turn. I want to know the name of the plant in my dream.
I want to bring the souvenir box to my room into my dream.
I dreamt of a raven flying over the wasteland last night. Does that have any kind of special meaning?
Hey, no rush! One at a time! Their questions were way too difficult. We don't actually know anything more than they do. We're just more experienced dreamers, that's all. You do have a point. It's more rewarding to explore and contemplate the meaning of a question than to focus on the answer itself. Right now, these people are like wanderers who've starved for 3 days and 3 nights and are desperate to replenish their energy. Any explanation they get now is like pure sustenance to them, no matter how good the explanation really is. Oh, and now that Paimon has said that, you know who comes to mind? Bingo! If she was here, she'd probably be making some similar, and unfortunately, she's super busy right now and may not have time for gatherings like this.
Dear experts, we have another guest who would like to consult you.
But you saw how we answered all the questions just now. We're not really all that knowledgeable.
Ah, but this guest is rather special.
My question is, why didn't you immediately tell me about such an interesting place? Huh? Nahida? How did you get here? Interesting events like a moment of dreams don't happen every day after all. No matter how busy things are, I'd still set aside some time to check it out. Anyway, I really didn't expect to meet you here. Oh, right! If there's anyone that understands dreams, it's you! You should be able to help us answer all these questions. You're not wrong. All right, they can ask me anything. The more interesting, the better. Huh? What's wrong? You were all so excited a minute ago. Why the... even so? It's not like I look super intimidating or anything, right? And in terms of reputation and renown, you've also done many great things in Sumeru. Yet they didn't even flinch it. Alas, the interesting questions have all vanished in an instant. It appears I'm the one spoiling the fun here. I'll see myself out. Oh, that's not true, Nahida. I don't want to get in the way of the original purpose of a moment of dreams, which is to let people gather here and freely share their marvelous dreams. Now the atmosphere here is like water poured into a container. The water is more secure and settled, but it has lost its free-flowing nature from the river. I just want it to be another drop in the water, not the cold and restrictive container. She's sulking. Hey! It's all right, everyone! No need to be shy. The Dendro Archon is really nice, so please just go ahead and ask. Otherwise, she'll
All right. I'll give it a try.
Oh, it's the slime guy.
Hey, drop the nicknames, would you? Besides, I don't want to become a slime anymore. Maybe a finch or fish is more suitable for me.
I see. So you want to become a small animal in your dreams, right? Why do you think that sounds good to you?
I guess I just want to experience something different. My everyday life is nothing but the same. The sky is right above me and the ocean just over the horizon, yet I remain caged in a life of monotony.
So you want to experience something new in your dreams? Sorry. I'm getting a little confused. Why don't you seek out some new experiences in real life?
Because if I don't work, I won't have any mora. Sure, I don't want to be out hammering nails and cutting wood every day, but I have aging parents and young children to take care of. By the time this all dawned on me, I realized that my life has already been filled to the brim by trifling matters, and I have no more freedom.
But if that's the case, then even if you became a flying bird or swimming fish, you will still be hammering nails and cutting wood in your dreams. The reason is you've already been caged. It doesn't matter what your physical body turns into. Your mind will still be stuck in the same predicament.
Really? That sounds pretty terrible. Then what should I do?
I don't know everything that you're going through, but how about replacing your hammer?
Huh? Replacing my hammer?
That's right. Having worked for such a long time, you of all people must know what makes a good hammer.
Well, of course. A good hammer needs to be heavy enough to drive the nail in with just a couple taps, and the handle has to have a good grip to it, not too smooth. Come to think of it, I haven't replaced my current hammer in quite some time.
You should replace it. Then decorate the handle with something you like. Maybe some ornaments, fur, or hard leather wrapping. Then, write the names of your children on it.
That makes sense. I think it'd give me a good boost of energy at work.
A new sense of adventure often begins with the little things in life. You don't need to become a bird in the air or a fish in the sea. You only need to do your best in life, and all those things you cherish will become your source of happiness.
Yes. Yes, I get it now. This is a real eye-opener for me. I'll go and pick out a new hammer right away. No, I should make one of my own. Thank you, Great Dendro-Archon.
That's Arnahita! Only you would know how to get right to the heart of the problem. Actually, I didn't really understand the problem. Huh? I gave him that advice because I once saw a worker doing the same thing. Whenever he became tired, he would look at some names on the handle of his tool. After a moment, he'd start to smile. It really surprised me at the time. My guess is that the names on the handle were of important people to him. After observation, I know this kind of behavior motivates people. But why is that? Is it because of excitement, anticipation, or helplessness? I really don't know. And even if I could know what's going through his mind, it's still difficult to fully grasp his feelings. Oh, Paimon gets what you mean. Huh. Paimon had no idea it takes you so much effort to understand these kinds of things. That's why I was a bit nervous just now. But luckily, seeing his happy face in the end reassured me that I didn't say anything wrong. Don't mind me, though. This is just my way of learning. Hey! Don't forget about Paimon! Everyone knows that Paimon's also super skilled at reading people's feelings. Thanks, you two. That makes me feel a lot better. Let's move on to the next question, shall we?
I already asked the experts my question earlier, but I wanted to hear the Dendro Archon's response too. What should I do if I want to see my deceased wife in my dreams every night?
Longing for the deceased. Even if you keep reliving those beautiful memories, it'll only highlight the emptiness in your real life. If your wife were still alive, she certainly wouldn't want to see you like this, would she?
No, I suppose not. But our time together in my dreams is not just reliving our past together. I don't know. Maybe it's because I miss her too much. But it's really as if she had come back to life in my dreams. She even remembers each and every dream. After I wake up and then continue dreaming again later, we can pick up our conversation right where we last left off.
That's really amazing. Statistically speaking, continuous dreams are extremely rare.
It's almost as if my wife has obtained a second life in my dreams. But the more vivid she appears, the emptier I feel and the more painful it is when I wake up. I don't know whether to call it a blessing or a curse.
Maybe all of this is rooted in your deep longing for her. Were there any unresolved matters or regrets between the two of you?
I don't know. I suppose my biggest regret is that I couldn't spend the rest of my life with her. I really felt like I was ready to move on. I wouldn't be so hesitant now if it weren't for these hyper-realistic dreams I've been having.
Huh. You know, they say that whatever's on your mind is what goes into your dreams. But dreams are and will forever be just dreams. We are people living in the real world. It's not good to be overly obsessed with dreams. All it'll do is fill up your mind and eat away at your thoughts.
Yes, I know. That's why I'm also a little disappointed in myself. I still need to take care of our child. And it's probably not good to let her see me in such a state. Anyway, thanks for your advice, Great Dendro Archon.
I'm a little worried about him. I hope he can find a way to cheer up soon. I think I can handle things from here. You don't need to stay here if you find it boring. You're here to have a good time, after all. Are you feeling any better now?
Yes. I think the Dendro Archon made a really good point. I need to stop dwelling on my wife like this and move on with my life. Now that I think about it, my wife and I always meet at a familiar place in my dreams. I know where that place exists in reality, but it's a bit far and dangerous. I don't dare to go there on my own. But at the same time, I feel as if I should go and have a look anyway. Otherwise, I'll keep on feeling like everything is covered in a haze. Like I'm only half awake. Once I can stop dreaming about that place, I'll probably be able to get my life back together. Actually, you two are adventurers, right?
Yeah, it might also be a good chance for us to unwind. Even if you can't see your wife there, taking in some nice scenery will definitely help cheer you up.
Yeah, I hope so too.
All right, go ahead and get yourself ready then. Are you headed off to some interesting place without telling me again? Huh? Wait, aren't you supposed to be answering questions? I just finished, and I really got a lot out of it. So many interesting and novel thoughts. Anyway, it looks like you're going somewhere. Why don't you take me with you?
Oh, there's no need to trouble you, Great Dendro Archon. I imagine you must have many other important things to deal with.
No need to stand on ceremony. Besides, I wouldn't have asked to come along if I didn't have a good reason. I wanted to use this opportunity to discuss with you some things that are puzzling me right now.
Huh. I didn't know the Great Dendro Archon could become puzzled too.
I'm not all that different from you, you know. Alright, let's go. We can talk on the way. Can I go catch up on my sleep? It's always nice to go for a leisurely stroll.
Huh. Do adventurers often go to places like this? Huh. I guess so.
So, this is where you always meet your wife in your dreams?
Yes, for the most part. Our place is on the summit, just up ahead. When I saw her in my dreams, we didn't do anything but talk about ordinary, mundane topics. I'd tell her about our daughter, Haidar, and she always listened intently. She would also reminisce about the past with me, telling me interesting stories and cracking jokes. It feels like no matter how long we may chat, it's never enough.
Sometimes, it's the little things in life that matter the most. This is the part I'm a little puzzled about. I'm very familiar with dreams, and normally, they lack logic and continuity. But you said she could remember what you had told her before, right?
That's right. She always listened to me carefully in real life, and now, she's doing the same in my dreams. She always surprises me with some details from our lives in the real world. The fact that she can remember such things makes me feel like she's alive.
Whoa, that's pretty weird. Well, dreams are kind of weird to begin with. However, the problem is that his dreams have too much structure and continuity. Most dreams are far more fragile than you can imagine. For example, a loud noise outside your window in the real world could cause your dream self to get loaded into and fired out of a big cannon. Another example. If you're thirsty in the real world, then you might find yourself trudging through a desert in your dream. But the appearance of your wife seems unusually stable and unaffected by any outside interference. Statistically, this should be extremely rare.
I don't understand it either. But I have no reason to suspect or reject these dreams.
But I still want to figure out the how and the why. These kind of dreams are novel to me as well. That's why I want to have a look at the scene your dreams have been taking place at. Let's go. Just think of it as a nice little hike to the top of the mountain. he wasn't kidding. This place definitely isn't safe.
No matter. We'll just finish them quickly.
Huh? Are you going to fight too, Nahida?
Of course. This is all part of our little trip.
Hey!
Now disappear!
I see everything. Everyone hold hands.
Hey!
I see everything. Sharing my knowledge. Everyone hold hands.
The scenery here is amazing! It also seems like a great spot for eating snacks and taking a nap. Paimon wouldn't mind spending some time here every day either.
I've yet to see anything strange about this place. I do not plan to deny the power of longing. Such an intense but unquantifiable emotion could indeed have the power to organize dreams.
His wife must be a really amazing person. Huh? Wait, where'd he go?
Oh, so you are waiting for me here? Well, guess what? I've brought someone amazing with me today. When the Dendro Archon said she wanted to come with me, I could hardly believe it. I'll bring Haidar once I'm more familiar with the way here. She's been telling me that she really misses you.
Huh? What's wrong with him? There's nobody there.
Wait, Minar. Don't go that way. It's dangerous.
Uh-oh, he's gonna fall! Catch him!
Luckily he didn't fall. But what was all that rambling about? He also looks like he's passed out.
He's in a dream now. What he said just now matches almost perfectly with the dreams he's described to us earlier.
Oh, so he fell asleep and started to have the same dream?
I find it a little strange as well, but we mustn't awaken someone while they're sleepwalking. All we can do is sit here and wait.
Huh? Minar. Where's Minar?
Oh, good! You're finally awake!
What happened? Huh? Sleepwalking? Oh, right. it was all just a dream. The moment I reached the summit, I saw my wife, Minar, sitting there, and walked over to her. After I introduced her to you, she seemed a little flustered and started walking away. I told her to stop because of the cliff, and then she seemed to suddenly disappear. A strong wind started to blow around me and the sky grew dark. When I realized something wasn't right, I woke up.
That sounds pretty wild. Maybe you were just too tired.
I don't think so. I slept a lot yesterday, and I don't feel very sleepy now.
Maybe we've affected the way his subconscious constructs dreams by following him here. Anyway, all that matters is that you woke up safe and sound.
I think I know what happened now. I'm sorry. If it weren't for you, I would have fallen.
Let's head back now. Don't come back to this place again for the time being.
Oh, okay.
Nahida, what's on your mind? Paimon's a little worried now.
We still don't have enough evidence to work off of, so it's hard to draw any reliable conclusions yet. But I'm concerned that Ilmon's case may not be unique to him.
Oh, right! Come to think of it, there were lots of people from the event who had...
Right. And not only at a moment of dreams, there may be people like this all across Sumeru. We need to understand what's happening and the rate of its development as soon as possible.
Then there's no time to lose. Let's head back. Stop standing there, Ilmon. Let's go.
Oh, you're back already. How'd it go?
We have an emergency on our hands. Please notify everyone here that while they can continue to discuss their dreams, they mustn't try to visit or recreate the locations and scenes that they have been experiencing in them.
What? All right, if that's the wish of the great Dendro Archon. But could you at least tell me what happened? You all look so serious. I see. I never knew even a dream could be so dangerous. Don't worry. I'll be sure to notify all the event participants and inform the other staff members about what has happened. Using the event registration list, I should be able to contact more people that were interested in dreams and warn them about the situation.
Thank you. That would be very helpful.
Let me confirm if all of today's participants are still here. Atta has already left. It seemed that he was on his way to make a hammer, so that shouldn't be a problem. Oh, wait a second. Where's Katya? Has anyone seen Katya? Has she already left?
Oh, I think she already left. She said there was somewhere she wanted to go.
Oh no. Did she want to look for the place from her dreams too?
Can you tell us where she went?
Yes, she did briefly mention it. Somewhere near Chatrakam Cave.
Alright, thank you. We'll go look for her. Please help us tell the others not to do anything reckless.
Sure thing. Who would have known things would have turned out like this?
Voila! Let's get this show on the road!
This is order.
Everyone hold hands! Ja! Ha! Ha! Ah! Ja! I see everything!
Let the mighty be humble. An oversight on my part. Bow your head.
She seems to be in the same condition as Ilman earlier.
Yes, but luckily she hasn't been injured or jolted awake yet. Let's carefully move her somewhere safer.
See you tomorrow, Professor Aisha. Huh? Why am I back here dreaming? But what about Professor Aisha? Oh, I see. It was all just a dream. Well, that makes sense. After all, it hasn't changed a single bit.
Huh? What's it?
Nearly 20 years, and it still hasn't bloomed.
Does it have something to do with your dream? Please, tell us what you mean.
Sorry. I'm still feeling a little groggy. Please give me a moment here. Alright. Where to start? Right! This plant. So, Professor Aisha gave me this plant just before she left. She was a good friend of my parents, and my first real tutor. She was also an outstanding Amorta researcher. In addition to her extraordinary academic talents, she was also skilled in combat and would accept lots of work from the Adventurers Guild.
Oh, so you mean she's left on an adventure?
Yes. When I was about 10 years old, she told me that she must go look for the secrets of the Abyss, and that she would be gone for a long time. I grabbed hold of her and wouldn't let go. I didn't know what the Abyss was. I just knew that she was like family to me. She hugged me, and we cried for some time until I fell asleep. When I woke up, I was already back home. She still decided to leave, but had left behind a letter for me saying that I was the person she cared for most in this world. She claimed that investigating the Abyss could help more ordinary people. She had obtained some important evidence during her past adventures. If she didn't set off right away, she might miss the perfect opportunity.
Guess Ad Astra Abyssosque isn't just a slogan.
She left a seed in the letter, telling me that if it sprouted and bloomed, then she'd come back no matter what sort of risky situation she was in. She said she looked forward to seeing me all grown up. But strangely, I've tried watering it, feeding it, everything I could think of. But I've never been able to get it to bloom. I even went to ask the Amorta researchers, and they couldn't explain it either.
May I have a look at the plant?
Of course. I was hoping the great Dendro Archon could help me solve this problem.
Let me see.
Huh? We've never seen that look on Nahida's face before. She looks a little unwell. Hold on, we'll be right back. What's wrong, Nahida? You can't tell what's wrong with the plant either?
No, I immediately understood what's happening with that plant. I'm just not sure if I should say it. This plant is not known to the academic world. It's a new species that our teacher managed to cultivate by some special means. Judging by its features, I can tell from the moment it sprouted it'll never be able to bloom.
It can't be.
It means that this Professor Aisha she keeps mentioning might have foreseen the danger and was prepared to never return. From my experience observing people, she would undoubtedly regard this as a brutal revelation. When forced to confront such brutal truths, people may break down into tears, talk nonsense, or lose their tempers. I know she has to face the truth, but at the same time, I don't want to hurt her. Tell me, what should I do?
Yeah, that's a tricky one.
But wouldn't that mean I'm just pushing it all on you? What if she just gets angry at you instead?
It's all right. There are all kinds of people, and the examples you observed are just the most...
Okay. Thank you.
Let's go back and tell her.
Huh? It'll never bloom? But how's that possible? If a plant is unable to bloom, doesn't that mean it can't reproduce either? All that's left for it to do is slowly... Are you saying she never intended to return? Serious?
But she meant well. Since the separation was inevitable, she hoped that you would be able to come to grips with such a cruel parting. Yeah, her love, care, and attention to you, all those warm moments were real.
I guess she had hoped that you could understand and respect her choice after learning the truth.
I see. Sorry, I don't want to sound ungrateful, but it's just so much to take in. The dreams are so beautiful. Yet reality is heartlessly cold. I really thought she had come back. I had so much to tell her.
These dreams may not be as pure and beautiful as they seem. Some kind of power may be exploiting your feelings.
Really?
Yes. So with that in mind, until our investigation is completed, please return to the event and ignore any further temptations from your dreams.
I see. Thank you for rescuing me, and sorry for the trouble. Luckily, the plant didn't get hurt either. Otherwise, I wouldn't have anything left to remember her by.
Thanks, Traveler and Paimon. She seems to have finally accepted the truth, but I think she'll still need a long time to come to terms with her feelings. I saw her waver the moment you mentioned love. It was almost like a gentle rain, arriving just in time to put out a fire that was about to spread.
It's because people have something called empathy.
Empathy? I see. This is valuable knowledge indeed.
By the way, you said there may be something that's trying to exploit their feelings. Any idea what that might be?
Yes. What's common between Ilmon and Katia's cases is that they've both lost someone dear to them. And now, they get to meet the people they cherish in their dreams again, and the people feel more real than anything a regular dream could hope to create. Instead of interpreting it as a result of their longing, I have to consider a more antagonistic explanation.
Yeah, they're just causing these people to dream. What are they after?
This is exactly what we need to investigate. Anyway, let's pay another visit to a moment of dreams. I have a bad feeling about all this. I hope things haven't gotten any worse. everything here?
I am so sorry, Great Dendro Archon. We're still trying to figure out how to explain the whole thing to everyone. Because of your warning, we've brought dreamers here even if they were completely unaware of the danger. But some of them have already fallen asleep, and they haven't woken up for a long time. I fear there's nothing we can do about it. A moment of dreams is just a small interest group. We don't have enough staff members to handle this.
Just as I expected. It seems my guess was correct.
It's the Dendro Archon. She's back.
What happened? Why have we been gathered here?
Many of you here have been experiencing some beautiful dreams. But I'm sorry to tell you that based on our investigation, there's some kind of conspiracy behind them. Before we learn the truth, please don't try to recreate the scenes in your dreams. Whatever you see, don't be tempted by them.
Huh? But...
I don't think it's a big deal. Aren't we just dreaming? It's not like dreams will have an effect on others.
We've already met 2 people who ran off to the countryside alone and got caught in dangerous situations by falling to the temptations in their dreams.
That's right! These aren't just dreams! It's serious!
All right, I get it.
so does that mean once we have some conclusive results from the investigation, we can continue to enjoy these dreams?
Yeah, I still want to visit my sister in my dreams. I'm sorry if what I'm about to say sounds a little offensive, Great Dendro Archon, but we had a discussion with the folks who just arrived here. In all of our dreams, we were able to reunite with people who were very close to us. They all seemed as if they were alive again, which makes us reluctant to wake up.
Yes, that's also what we've observed in our investigation.
So if the results of this investigation would mean an end to those dreams, that'd be quite cruel to us. All of us understand the danger, but perhaps you can't quite understand just how much those people mean to us. I don't think everyone will be on board with the plan to abandon these dreams for good. Before the conclusion of the investigation, they'll at least want to meet the people in their dreams one last time and say goodbye.
We've never had such a difficult situation before. It appears that not many people are willing to cooperate.
So they still want to return to their dreams despite knowing the danger?
That's right. Compared with these sweet and beautiful dreams, our warnings of danger are dull and emotionless. It looks like the situation will inevitably spiral out of control. The more time we waste, the more people will ignore our warnings and return to their alluring dreams.
So, what should we do?
Seems we have to go into a dream and find out the truth for ourselves. Pedrush, is there anyone here who's experiencing a marvelous dream right now?
Let me think. Yes, this way.
Good. Please take us there.
This lady refused to heed our warnings and fell asleep here a little earlier.
She's only asleep and hasn't started sleepwalking. It seems she hasn't sunk too deep into her dream yet.
Do we also need to fall asleep if we want to go into her dream?
Don't worry about that. I'm Lesser Lord Kusanali after all. Now, don't be nervous. Just close your eyes. Imagine yourselves as waves gradually rolling onto the beach. You slowly wash over the shore and sink into the sand.
What's wrong, Traveler? You look a little disoriented. Oh, okay. Just just remember that Paimon is always here for you. Anyway, seems like we've made it into the dream.
I thought we would arrive at some familiar scene, but we seem to have landed in a completely unfamiliar place.
Whoa! So many giant plants! Even in the sky! Amazing.
Theoretically, we should have gone straight into Debbie's dream. Things do seem to have gone a bit sideways here. Anyway, let's see if we can find any leads. Everyone hold hands! Hey! Everyone hold hands!
Step right up. Yeah. A round of applause. Now disappear.
Huh? A door? Wonder where it could lead. Oh, it's not like we have any other way to go now. Let's go in and have a look. Hey, this place looks familiar. Isn't it Puspa Cafe? Oh, Paimon sees Debbie. She's right over there. Looks like we've come to the right place.
These alluring dreams often portray a scene from real life, which concurs with our previous findings.
Really? But what about that space we were in just now? You can't mean... This is another...
Yes. Given that so many people have been experiencing compared to an interconnected dream.
Ah, Paimon gets it now. Oh, but there are some other people next to her.
If this space is exclusive to Debbie's dream, then the others... But anyway, we should
Huh. How do we do that?
Just leave it to me.
The coffee here still tastes the same as ever. You two have traveled all around Tibet. Surely you've all tasted better coffee.
I suppose so, but no matter how good things may be elsewhere, nothing beats the taste.
That's right. It's hard to change your tastes.
Anyway, here's to your return home.
Hey!
Huh. How could they be? Well, I guess it doesn't matter.
Huh? She sounds a little hesitant. I've confirmed that this dream belongs only to Debbie, because I'm unable to hear the thoughts of the other.
So, this is the power of the... Paimon, I better watch her thoughts from now on.
Don't worry. I don't often use my powers like this. Alright. I need to get myself ready. It won't...
The Great Dendro Archon!
I'm sorry to interrupt your celebration, but... Have you noticed...
I don't quite understand.
I get it. The Dendro Archon is trying to say that it's a once in a...
Hey, how about a cup of coffee for all of you? My treat. We just returned...
Memories.
Think carefully. You of all people should know what really happened to... Are you sure that meeting here and chatting the day away like this is...
Yes. The reports from the Steambird were true. And I never heard from Basima and Gaspar again.
Hey, come on now. What?
Yeah, trust your memories. Nothing you...
I get it now. But since it's my dream, it doesn't matter if this is real or not. I enjoy the way things are here. These friends mean the world to me. Nobody else can... There's nothing wrong with continuing this dream.
I'm worried that if you were to continue dreaming like this, the lines... These dreams will always give you what you want, while reality remains full of...
Don't worry. I still have control.
Are you sure?
Hey, how about we put all this troublesome stuff aside and get back to our coffee and snacks, Whether it's just a dream or real life, you should be...
You can't just brush off something like this. We don't even know how you people got here, or where you even... Sorry.
No, it's all right. I understand that you're...
It seems that for now, this place is still relatively... But I wonder if there's any way to go deeper.
Huh. Now that you mention it, I'm not interested in checking it out at the moment, but maybe I'll go in and help.
Okay. Thanks for your help. Just as I expected. We're only on the surface of this...
Wait a second. We were just up there. No, down there? Did we go up or did...
Don't panic. This is how dreams work. We've left Debbie's dream, but the dream is still continuing. This dream has the ability to create imaginary people.
If it weren't for what we just saw, Paimon might still find...
I have a guess. If these dreams are connected, the fact that Debbie was able to realize that she was dreaming means that she is not but the space we're in has been turned upside down.
Oh, right! Dreams...
That's right. It's possible that we're heading deeper into this dream.
Right! So the answers might be waiting for us.
Yes, and we should get ready for...
It
I see everything.
Now disappear! A round of applause!
Sharing my knowledge.
Let the mighty be humble. Bow your head. Order guide you.
And voila! Here!
Hey!
Whoa! When it rains, it seems to disappear slowly.
Yes, and it appears again as soon as the rain stops. It's less like a flower, and more like a dendro slime that's trying to keep out of sight.
Here we go again with Nahita's analogy.
Gather.
Grow, grow, grow! Ja! Ha! The Temple of Wisdom!
Huh? Are we back up here again? Wait. Paimon's confused. Are we up here or down there? Good thing we didn't fall.
Yes, we did. We just fell upwards.
That's not helping, Nahita! Paimon has no clue what's going on anymore. Wait, weren't we already here a little earlier?
This is probably Ilmon's dream.
Huh? Why would he start dreaming again?
Yes, but it seems that the danger...
Based on what we've learned so far, he must be sleeping...
But fortunately, he already knows us from before.
Ilmon!
Oh, it's you. Incredible.
Did you say dream? Wait, so you know this is a...
Of course. Such good things rarely... Here, let me introduce everyone. This is Minar.
Hello. It's a great honor to meet the...
Whoa, Dad! You know the dendro... And what's this? No, it's Paimon! Anyway, now's not the time for that!
You're right.
Oh, right! We didn't see him in a moment of dreams earlier. Paimon...
Sorry. I just had to make sure that I had gotten pretty familiar with the hike. So I brought Haidar with me.
Yes, I'm glad too. I didn't expect... It must have been very hard for him. I regret not being able to fulfill my role as a...
No, don't talk like that. Let's leave all that unhappy stuff behind for now.
What should we do now?
You can... I'm sorry, but... I should tell you that your dream did not create us. Like the last time we met, we are still investigating this dream.
So you mean... there's something nefarious? It seems... the reunion of our...
Huh? Maybe... But no...
No, Mom, you can't leave!
I'm afraid I don't quite understand what's going... Don't worry, Haidar. Mom's not going anywhere.
Minar doesn't understand any of this. I'm fully aware that this is a dream, so that's why I've never told... Never mind. I mean, I don't get any of the complicated stuff. But
Yes.
Then please, let us, regardless of whatever caused this dream to come to pass, I feel extremely great, but does this dream...
I'm afraid so.
Okay. Please, come this way. I have heard that the further down you go, the more pleasant... The answer you're looking for may also be found there.
Thank you for helping us. And I'm true.
You're welcome. It's not like I have any say in the matter. I'll be right behind you. Otherwise, my daughter might be mad at her mother.
We're not doing something bad, are we, Nahida?
That depends on how you define good and bad.
It's the same place again. This place is almost like a
But they appear to be getting more and more aggressive. Regular stairs wouldn't try to...
Right. Something seems to be up. Ilmon is clearly aware that he's dreaming. Rather than dreaming on a deeper level, he almost...
I believe we're on the right track. But it's not that the dreams are getting deeper. It's the owner's attachment to the dreams that's good. But you would never mistake dreams for...
Sometimes, Paimon almost wishes her dream, but it's just a quick thought.
Listen, we're real beings living in the real world. This also explains the insubstantiality of our dreams. No matter what they may, but if we decide to abandon reality and embrace our dreams, then our dream...
Oh, wait! Paimon's...
Your mind will begin to build the dream far more attentively, which in turn will make it feel more real. Do you remember how the Akasha can turn dreams into... Constructing a realistic dream consumes a similar...
Does that mean there's a host of these dreams here like Milu? If we wake that person up, this collective...
Most likely. But the collective dream in Sumeru City was created by the Akasha. This has nothing to do with the Aranara, and humans are not capable of creating a collective dream.
Huh? So, did someone manage to
that's impossible. But they are even so. How did they manage to do it? And yeah, we haven't gotten to the end yet. Once we know their motive, all the questions will resolve.
I will have order.
This may hurt a little.
And voila!
I see everything.
The tides beckon. Silence! Bow your head.
A round of applause!
Silence! Be sanctified.
Make yourselves at home. Commit it to memory. Yeah.
Bow your head.
all the water that used to be here has turned into rain?
Then let's get through here before the water level rises.
to Paimon.
This should be the final destination.
Huh? Really? Yeah, these are just ordinary...
I have powers related to dreams, so it's usually easy for me to tell who's... I guess only those who have thoroughly accepted this dream will be...
There are so many people here. How can we find the...
Don't worry, I have a way. Everyone hold him!
Lisa's always so calm. I wish I were the same.
He's just in an ordinary dream, so it shouldn't be him. I see everything!
Shadia has such good taste. I can never go wrong with her opinion.
No, it doesn't seem to be her. Everyone hold hands!
You know, I've heard that plants grow better if you play music for them. And on that note, it's been a while since I last heard...
Sorry, I've been a little busy these last couple days. Oh, the Dendro Archon. What a pleasant surprise.
Oh, welcome, Great Dendro Archon. I'm Amira. I run the flower shop here. And this is my husband, Moses.
Yes, how may we help you?
You already know all about me. There's no need for all the Perhaps I should call you the dream's owner?
As expected. I'm sorry, Amira. It seems my research has attracted the Dendro. Why don't you go back to the flower shop?
Okay, of course, dear.
It appears that I was too naive to think I could deceive the Dendro Archon in person like this. To avoid looking like too much of a fool, allow me to ask the first question. How well would you say you understand this dream?
This dream was built by the Akasha, and it has the power to create a map. As for you, you found a unique way
Given up the...
Impressive! You truly... Please, tell me how you were able to arrive at such a conclusion. In return...
It's simple. Apart from you, this space only consists of real people who are dreaming and imaginary people who are Although you are here and appear no different from the others, I can't... How can I wake up a person who's already awake?
Fascinating.
Since you're the fully awake owner of this dream, it can never collapse from you wake. Theoretically, this should also give you absolute control over this place. But even knowing all of that, one question remains.
Isn't the answer right in front of you, Great Dendro Archon? It's because I uploaded my entire consciousness into the Akasha when it was still running. Actually, this all started because of an accident. My original goal was not about the Akasha.
No. You were motivated above all.
That's right. However, human models are too complicated. Only the Akasha is truly magnificent. If I siphoned a minuscule amount of its energy, nobody would even know. Even using just crude methods, I was still able to train I named my first work Amira.
Huh? You mean the girl we just...
She and I entered the academia on the same day. Starting with admission procedures, we bumped into it, and because of that one day, we eventually went on to fall in love. We studied. Our rhythm was always in step. I felt like we were two separate bodies that shared... However, Elazar later took her from me. Yes, I need more training samples to perfect Amira. I found their details in the Akasha's database. Using the pretext of testing for mental health, this way I could connect them to a network, and Amira could feel their yearning. To improve my efficiency and allow myself to focus on nothing but my research, I uploaded my consciousnesses.
So, technically...
Yes, because the Akasha was suddenly turned off, I lost all of my jnana energy. I became imprisoned in the very network I had constructed. At first, I panicked. But, after coming to grips with the situation...
That means everyone in the network is providing you with...
That's all there really is to it. I don't think I'm doing anything wrong. I'm just saving them as well as myself. I provide a beautiful dream, and in return, I harvest their jnana energy as fuel for the... They can wake up any time they wish. People need to sleep anyway, so why not?
I agree. This is the home we spent a great deal of effort on to build for ourselves.
Yeah, she's right. We're staying here of our own free will.
I don't understand this at all, but I just want to spend some more time with...
Thank you, dear. Great Dendro Archon, I hope you can
You don't need to gather around here. It's all right. The Great Dendro Archon is nothing if not kind and considerate towards her people.
Uh-oh. Now he's playing dirty.
It seems like I won't need you to answer my last question. You're willing to tell me all your secrets because you have nothing to... If you use real people as your weapon and turn them against their Archon...
They just want to be with the people they cherish. I don't think there's anything wrong with me providing them with that opportunity. They don't wish to eternally part with their spouses and friends. What's so... If you understood humans a little better, or had also experienced firsthand the absolute devastation of loss, then perhaps you wouldn't be so cold towards us.
If you had used your talents and determination for a just cause, you could have become a sage. Unfortunately, you've committed one of the 6 cardinal sins of the Academia. You equated people's feelings with cold jnana energy, and you lured them into these dreams, and even now, remain completely
Pain? Luring? Those kinds of things haven't existed here from the moment this world was created.
She's right here. This is Ilmon's child, Haidar.
Huh? My daughter? What's wrong with her?
This dream relies on a set network, which means that only those with devices planted in their... Carefully think back and retrace your...
I secretly went back to the mountainside with Haidar. You mean... she...
No, because unlike you, she can't enter this... The moment you came into this dream, it created a Haidar to realize your wish of... So, tell me.
She's still out there on the mountain.
That's right. And she must have been terrified to see her father not in his right mind. Not to mention the monsters in that area.
If Haidar's still out there, then...
What are you talking about, Dad?
I must wake up right now. I can't leave her there alone.
Oh.
It seems the others have also remembered something. People try to avoid pain and stay in their perceived bubbles of safety out of... However, why are there still so many people striving to move forward? It's because people don't only live for themselves. They have families, loved ones, friends. But in this dream, you showed them only the most comfortable and soothing things. It's all just a well-devised scam.
It seems like I've stayed in the dream for too long.
I still have so many things I haven't done.
I thought gods didn't understand humans. That would have explained why they created. I didn't expect you to arrive at the answer through sheer power of observation. If you wanted to spend a little time in the waking world, go right ahead. In any case, I wanted to spend some time alone with Amira. As long as this dream continues to exist, you'll come back. Humans aren't as strong as you think. And even if you're a god, they won't always listen. It's time to purge all the extraneous...
Monsters, be careful!
All of you, please get out of here and find somewhere safe.
I am the master of this dream. I can create endless waves of monsters with the snap of a finger. Don't worry, they'll wake up before they get hurt. Amira doesn't like to see others in pain. If you know what's good for you, leave now!
Commit it to memory. The Temple of Wisdom.
And flop!
Silence!
Let's get this show on the road!
The tides beckon. Bow your head. I will have order.
You haven't won just yet. This dream is mine! If I go into hiding here, not even an Archon can ever find me. And as long as people yearn for happiness, they will return here and rebuild this paradise!
Hey, stop! What's that? The stream is spiraling out of control and is collapsing now.
Oh no. Amira! 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 Amira, are you all right?
I don't feel well.
No, no, no! Please, no!
Settle down.
Get away from there. Don't ruin my flowers.
What should I do? Where did it go?
Left because he doesn't want you anymore.
Bow your head.
Just shut up! Just decide for yourself.
This is order. Stop bossing me around.
Am I? I'm not Amira.
Glad that's over. But what happened just now?
He's not very proficient in using the Akasha's technology, and he spent a lot of jnana energy creating monsters. All the people he created also turned into monsters. It's terrible, even for a dream.
Even Paimon's freaked out. Paimon can't imagine what...
The good news is that the chaos seems to have subsided. Now we only need to wake up the people here and let them...
Amira. My dear Amira. They're all gone. It was just a big... I couldn't change my fate. And my knowledge turned out to be useless.
Do you still think this is our fault?
I don't care about that anymore. The jnana energy used to sustain this dream has all been transformed into monsters. This dream will soon collapse and my consciousness along with it. Let me disappear with Amira. I'd rather turn into dust.
It seems that everything that's happened is too much for him. He's lost all hope.
I think seeing Amira turn into a monster was punishment enough for him. After comprehending the hollowness of the unreal, it's time to
Existence? I'm different from the others. I've long given up.
Using my knowledge of the Akasha, I have a way to extract your consciousness from here. The Academia has probably kept your body, so you should be able to wake...
No need. Just let me disappear. Reality means nothing.
This isn't compassion. I won't let you escape your punishment by simply to ask for your life after that. It'll be up to you. Alright, Traveler and Paimon. We should go back. We can finally wrap up this whole thing.
What's wrong, Nahida?
Oh, nothing. Let's tell the people here to gather at a moment of dreams after they wake up.
Oh, great! You're awake! Everybody has started to wake up, and we've heard similar from the looks of it. You were able to success-
Yes, though it took us a good deal. There will be many people gathering here shortly, so please do your best to maintain order. I need to go to the academia with them now.
Are we going to ask about that scholar?
Yes, but it may take some time for him to wake up after his consciousness returns to his body. We can leave the rest to the Matra.
Oh, it's the great Dendro Archon. How can I help you?
I would like to check the registration records of a Kasharawar scholar.
Okay, just a moment. Sorry to keep you waiting, Dendro Archon. We have confirmed that he hasn't regained consciousness yet, and is still receiving treatment at Bimarstan.
Huh? Isn't his name Mosaic?
I guess he didn't want to be recognized or bothered by anyone. Please, give the knowledge stored in this to the Matra, and ask them to import it into Bain.
Understood. But for safety reasons...
It's simple. This contains his consciousness. He's committed an act that affected the safety of Sumeru.
I see. I'll take care of...
No problem. All right. Everyone should have...
A silence fills the air.
Let's be quiet and just listen in. I wonder what she's going to say.
Hello, all of you who have just woke. I'm sorry for interrupting your beautiful dreams. I may have acted. Dreams have amazing power. They inspire us to. But dreams also have the potential to exploit people. As I've said before, I'm still learning. But just take a good look around you. You should be proud that you've been able to. The path of life is long. What's the meaning of... Of course, whenever you have such thoughts, some people work hard all day so that their families can have a hot... Some people travel all over the world. Some venture in search of the world's secrets to prevent rap. Life is not just about yourself. Look, friends and family, therefore, many people will strive forward to forge new... Once you begin your journey on that same difficult yet rewarding path, but if you were to believe that life is nothing but you are free to choose how you want to live your lives, but in the end, it's up to you whether you want to embrace
Nahida said she wanted to speak with us alone. It seems like she went to the plaza in front of the academia.
Well, he's very good at manipulating the weaknesses of... That dream was incredibly beautiful and enticing. But as long as you can still wake up, you can still move forward with your life, huh? What makes you say that?
Right! You said that you didn't understand human feelings, but your speech just now really connected with
Thank you. I've heard a lot of sad stories. You can't say that the victims of the dream really did anything. That's why I could understand them when they tried to resist us and protect. But all of my understanding and stirred feelings probably can't. I don't think this 1% can be seen as.
You're too hard on yourself, that's for sure.
Alright. I suppose I've learned that emotions are nothing like knowledge. Benuni, or Moses, said that I had never personal. The moment I entered the dream, I felt like I was wrapped in a blanket of. It was so warm that it felt like I had returned. But when I opened my eyes, the feeling was gone. If I have to make an analogy for it, I would say that now that I've experienced this dream, I think it's enough that I can tell I was once supported by that warmth. If I dwell too much on its exact nature, I gave a speech to inspire my people. So if I were to...
Hey, what's with that serious look?
You keep looking like there's something you want to say. Is there anything you want to tell? Okay, since we just woke up, let's stretch up. A new day is about to begin.
Hey, isn't that Nahida? Nahida! Paimon didn't think we'd run into you here.
Oh, hey there. It's been a while, hasn't it? What have you two been up to? Seems like you've been...
How about you? What are you up to now?
I'm just looking out for some leads while getting some I noticed that I have some blurry memories. I almost feel like there's still something extreme...
Why is that? Don't worry, we'll help you remember.
Thank you so much. Since you're willing...
Ooh, it's beautiful.
I found it in the sanctuary of Suristana. It's filled with pure elemental power that is quite similar to mine. It's very likely that it's connected to my foggy memory, but I can't figure out what it is.
Traveler, do you have any ideas? You know, Nahida, we just happened to be going on an adventure, right?
Thanks, you two.
Don't mention it. Besides, it seems you've got a lot on your mind, and we...
Hey, get out! You shouldn't be around here! I'm sorry, Lesser Lord Kusanali. Fungi don't usually... Last warning! Get out before I kick you out, you...
Hang on. I think it's trying to tell...
But Great Dendro Archon, it's a monster!
Please. Seems that it wants us to follow it.
You can understand it?
Even though different creatures have varying habits and ways of communicating, I can feel its anxiety and fear. It's in dire need.
Well, fungi are kinda cute. That's true. Okay, let's go.
All right, lead the way, little
look about the same. Some fungi are friendly, while others are super aggressive and attack anyone they see.
It can't be helped. Perhaps in their eyes, humans are like fierce monsters as well. After all, they can't distinguish which human behaviors are hostile or not, and it'd already be too late for them once humans have drawn their weapons. Hence why they tend to strike first, rather than waiting.
That's not too different.
It appears it was in a hurry because of this unconscious fungus.
Seems like they might be fit. So maybe this fungus wanted to bring Nahida here.
Probably. Although fungi are simple, maybe it noticed me on my way back and thought I'll take a look. I should be able to help if it's just a common illness.
What is it, Nahida?
Strange. This fungus didn't develop from a spore. It's an elemental life form.
Huh? An elemental life form?
Yes. Although the fungi you normally see are capable of use, as for this fungus, it has elemental power flowing through it. Definitely not anything like your typical fungus. Exactly. This is very interesting.
So this is a first even for Nahida.
But that's not all. There's a large void. The void is stopping the elemental power from flowing normally, which must be...
So do you think it'll wake up if we can fill the void?
Yes, and I just so happen to be good at this sort of thing. I'll see... My power was compatible. Looks like everything is fine now.
Lord of Dendro? Is it really the Lord of Dendro? Oh, I can't believe the Lord of Dendro saved me. Thank you, as well as the strength...
It can talk?
Oh, I didn't expect such a strange creature to make a sound.
What? Of course Paimon can talk. Paimon isn't...
Hello, Paimon. I am not yet able to evaluate an organism's intelligence from its appearance.
Oh, well... Nani... But does Paimon really look so dumb that people might think Paimon doesn't know how to talk?
You misunderstand, Paimon. A mouth is used for eating, breathing, and other functions, so a creature may not speak even if it has a mouth. I've never seen a creature like you before, so I dared... Even if you do possess a number of human traits, it is still very common for creatures to have similar external forms, but completely...
This fungus study at the academia? It seems even more...
You're not a fungus, are you?
That's correct. This might be surprising to you, and I'm sure that you must have... It might startle my fellow family members if I speak too much. Me. It says that it's very thankful for your help.
I was confident that I knew of all the creatures in Teyvat. However, even if I were to lay out the traits of all what are you? And where...
I come from an ancient race. We have existed for a very long time. Possibly my home was filled with flowing water and great mountains. Until the apocalypse came and changed my home forever. A horrifying power consumed all there was. The seeds of catastrophe nested and grew inside of us, twisting and warping us. We were victims of the apocalypse. Yet...
The apocalypse?
I'm not sure what it means either.
It's a long and complicated story. It will take me...
Don't worry, we'll listen.
I was lucky and managed to survive. Afterward, I left with some of my family. We came in contact with many species and learned from their cultures and knowledge. We later found out that humans know the power of the apocalypse and refer to it as...
Your home was destroyed by forbidden knowledge? Does that mean you're from the desert?
It said that they are looking for a way to save their homeland, but the catastrophe of the desert should...
The Lord of Dendro is correct. We are not from the desert. I would very much like to tell... That may sound a little odd, as it is very important.
Yes, how could you forget?
I am a life form that was contaminated by the apocalypse. A part of my...
I get it now. So the void of elemental power... I'm sorry.
That's okay. Lord of Dendro, there is no need to apologize. And not only did you save me, but you've also already rid the world of the remaining forbidden...
That's right. The forbidden knowledge is no more.
My home should be safe now. For the longest time, this moment has only seemed like a dream. I was unable to fulfill our calling. I never found a way to save...
It's not your fault. Every species paid a grave price in the fight against forbidden knowledge. This is... You mentioned that there were other survivors besides yourself.
The apocalypse put us through immense pain. Many of my family members...
Don't worry, I should be able to find them. I'll leave the rainforest to the Aranara. And as for the city...
Oh yeah, they'll give us a hand.
Give me a moment. I'll contact them right now. That should do it. It may take some time to find them, so let's wait.
Thank you, Lord of Dendro. The moment I saw you when I awoke,
A cream?
You might not remember, but this is a prophecy that we deeply believe.
Ah, I see. But I'm very concerned about your homeland. This is something I should...
Would you all be willing to come with me somewhere? The more family members that can return...
But didn't you say that you don't know where they are?
Yes, but I know their end.
There's something that I'm very concerned about. Yes. I didn't mention it just now, but do you remember when I told you that the elemental power inside the crystal is completely identical?
What?
Exactly. The prophecy that it mentioned was probably an agreement that I had to deal with the forbidden knowledge to save their homeland. That sequence of events would explain the persistent feeling that I had unfinished.
Makes sense. Too bad it's unable to tell us more.
Yeah, I've been trying to think of a place that fits the description of... Agreed. I really want to send them home.
Silence!
The road here is a little rough. I'll lead the way.
Don't worry, Paimon can handle any road! Ah! Enemies! You're up, traveler!
You are not
Bow your head.
And voila! Let's get this show on the road!
Stabilize! I will have order! Pulverize!
You want this one?
Silence!
Amazing. With such skills, you all would have...
Hey! Paimon has been meaning to ask.
No, we didn't. The appearance of our kind will change after communicating with various living organisms in Sumeru. Thus, we gradually took the form of fungi, and
It's hard to believe that's even possible.
the most important instinct any life form possesses is adapting to the environment. Your hand is shaped like that for a reason. The reason why fungi absorb elemental power is to blend with the environment. We are dendro life forms, one of the most ancient life forms in the...
So you mean, if Paimon wanted to?
Not as freely, I'm afraid. You would require... Although this is common sense to us, it is still extremely difficult to... You cannot make a sprout grow into a giant tree instantly.
I see. Humans have a term for...
You're so smart, Nahida! Paimon gets it now!
Growth. I see. A most beautiful word. I shall enjoy...
How much farther is it?
We're about halfway there. You're doing great, Paimon. Do you need me to carry you on my back?
Huh? Oh, no! Paimon was just curious! Paimon isn't that tired.
You seem to enjoy taking care of others.
You think so? Does the Lord of Dendro need to be carried?
That would be awkward, wouldn't it? Why don't you fly up and sit on top of my head?
We can figure out who will carry who later! We have monsters here!
Order guide you!
I think we may have a different... No matter whether it's tired or not, my child is always happy when I put it...
Child? You mean the fungi we ran into earlier?
Yes. One was my friend.
Why can't your kid speak?
Because it's just a fungus. I don't want my presence to change or affect the original state of the... However, it is slightly different from an ordinary fungus.
Oh, then it must be a really cute name. You know, like Bongo Head.
You have an odd taste for names.
Huh? Paimon thinks that name is great.
Strange and cute at the same time. It's a name only Paimon would be...
That's right.
The name I came up with was not as creative as Paimon's. Its name is... I'm sorry, but I've forgotten. Seems like I've forgotten. Yes, I must remember it before I return. It's just as... Yes, this way. We're almost there.
Yeah.
It's the whiff?
Yes, I have heard humans... It's the last form we take when we are at the end of our...
It's trying to say that when they've suffered enough and reached...
Yes, I would have also suffered the same fate.
So... This previous research has revealed that forbidden knowledge is the... But even if forbidden knowledge has been completely removed, they've been tormented by forbidden knowledge for a long... But what a sad and pitiful end.
When I left my homeland, flowers like these filled the field. They grew in the pristine lakes, in the fertile... They grew everywhere. Until the world's... But it's all right. Our life essence, element... After an adventurer clears the withering, I will quietly draw near...
But that would mean the effects of forbidden knowledge...
It's okay. That's not important anymore. It's not right to leave them to simply perish in the open like this. Now that we finally have the chance to return home...
I understand. Just leave it to us. So you're worried about me. It's fine. It's natural to want to be overcautious.
Paimon doesn't get what you two... Then let's do this! We've dealt with the Withering countless times.
Solidify!
I see everything. Hey!
Gather!
Step right up. A round of applause.
Bow your head. The tides beckon. Stabilize! I will have order! Settle down!
And voila!
The Temple of Wisdom!
Here comes the finale!
As I expected, it's the last of... So it wasn't able to make it to the end. If only it...
I hope that you will be free of this pain after return.
Just thinking about how many elemental life forms have turned into...
It's okay. As long as elemental... An external form is but a gift of time. Through growth.
It wouldn't have come to this if we were able to cure them earlier. But I will cure all of them. Even if it's just...
Thank you, Lord of Dendro. It was a wise choice.
Hold on. I think I got... Oh, I see. Okay, so... They found a fungus that matches the description I gave them.
It must be in a similar situation as I was.
Okay, follow me. We're close now. It's just a little further inside.
But there are so many fungi here. They're probably all ordinary fungi, right? Yeah, they won't be happy to see.
No fighting. These are all its Although we belong to different species, we've spent a long time. They can be reasonable, as long as we try to communicate.
What should we do? You're the only one who can make it, but you'll need Nahita's power if you want to save that.
I've got an idea. Can you teach me how to change into a fungus?
You want to transform into a fungus? But we don't have time for growth.
Nahita is a god. Changing into a fungus should be...
Even gods can't bend the laws of time so easily.
Then we'll have to enter with the risk of being noticed. We may not be able, but if spending some of my power will guarantee the safety of you and its family...
All right. You have great elemental power. You will have to use power equal to that which is required to... I will lend you the relevant knowledge that I have.
All right, I'm ready. Changing...
Lord of Dendro, this is nothing to joke about. I am extreme...
As am I.
All right. Let's not get hung up here. If it...
Okay. Good luck.
Wow! You really turned into a fungus!
It's actually not too bad. My perspective in this, the unconscious fungus, is just below here.
Oh, how do we do that?
I'll get close to them while you make your way over from above. You should be able to identify them using elemental sight since they're... Then, all you have to do is repeat the correct answer in your mind.
Okay, got it.
Let me lure away the fungi up top and make way for...
All right, good luck, Nahita. Let's go, Traveler.
There's a fungus on patrol in the center there. It looks pretty vigilant, so I'd better go around. Why is it reacting like that? Uh-oh, the fungus on patrol noticed me. There's a fungus on patrol in the center there. It looks pretty vigilant, so I... It seems they didn't notice me. It seems that fungus won't be moving for the moment. I should hurry and make my... This is the spot. There are several fungi here. I'll hide and wait for the Traveler to catch up. So this is the one. Understood.
Nahita? What's wrong?
I never knew that it was so tiring to change. I even used the techniques that it taught me. See?
The power of time accumulates slowly and goes unnoticed. A great thank you for everything you've done. All seems to have gone according to plan. apologize. Language. It's okay, I have good news. Let me explain. Apocalypse ended? Yes. Unfortunately, I've forgotten where home is.
Really? That's great!
Home. Dendro Dragon. Dendro Dragon. Ah, yes, the Dendro Dragon. I'm sorry, I just got so excited. I've probably never expressed such...
Oh, wait a minute. Paimon's confused. Do you mean the Dendro Dragon?
Yes, they're both dragons, but Apep, the Dendro Dragon, but I don't quite understand.
Because we live inside the Dendro Dragon. The Dendro Dragon? Inside? There is an entire world inside the Dendro Dragon's body. It once told us in a majestic voice that once we finally met... However, that day never came.
Paimon's still confused.
Yes, a very good example. It appears that you're much smarter.
Wait, then if that's the case...
Yes, that is correct. What has suddenly made you look so worried, Lord of Dendro?
Apep is the most adaptable life form in the world. The which means that if all the forbidden knowledge...
And a big void will also form inside...
I'm afraid so. Its body and soul have... No wonder I haven't seen Apep for so long. But anyway, Apep disappeared. Yes! How could I have forgotten? If the Dendro Dragon fails to hang on, the elemental power inside it will no longer be able to maintain Dendro elemental power of that concentration. Giant trees will completely block out the sun. Plants and humans will fight over
Hey, what about the crystal? Why don't you show it to them and see?
Yes, I'm sorry. You're right. Have you two ever seen anything like this before?
No. Its power feels very familiar. Like something... I'm sorry, our memories aren't very reliable.
It's okay. I'll contact my helpers just as I did before and see if they can look... I'm counting on you all. Your info is crucial to us now. Let's wait for their reply again. Though I know waiting can feel
Thank you. Family, I explained to them that you aren't hostile. After seeing you say, go home, leave. Hard decision. Don't know. They are weak. If waiting, then... Don't worry. Family is very important to us. No matter when we were actually... Can you do one last thing for it while we wait?
Of course. I can relate to how it's feeling. I need to organize my thoughts as well.
Thank you. Thank you. Tend... Sword. Don't like... There are two things that it wants you to do. One is to look out... Sword! There! First!
Paimon understood that! No need to translate. We'll take care of it.
Bow your head.
We planted all the seeds! It's time to handle the invading plant life! Ah! Wildflowers! It wasn't kidding when it said plants were invading!
Silence! Be sanctified. Settle down.
Whew. That should be all of them. That wasn't...
Yeah, I've calmed down now. But it doesn't seem like there's too...
Can you tell us about the Dendro Dragon? We don't know anything about it. Who is it? And...
Well, the history of dragons starts from the very beginning. Sumeru was Apep's territory. And those...
Oh, so there was no desert back...
Not at first. That came when a giant spike fell from the sky. In an attempt to adapt to its new environment, Apep changed color from the emerald green of the...
No wonder those two elemental life forms are always...
Apep has always seen itself as the master of Sumeru, and has refused to recognize... However, powerless against the power in the sky, and then the forbidden knowledge many millennia... Conflicts between the two sides are destined to continue until a balance can... As far as I know, Apep had been slumbering in the desert, and King Deshret... I'm not sure what may have led it to become involved, but the crystal that I have in my possession is probably the key that links...
Thank you, Lord of Dendro. Family hat. You really like them, don't you? Family. Like. Do you not like... that's not what Paimon meant. Does that matter? Family like...
What it's trying to say is that as long as family members get along, you place importance on appearances, but we do not. We find these are all things that are more reliable than mere external appearance.
Oh, Paimon gets it now. Looks can always change, so what's... It wouldn't matter. Paimon would still be able to recognize you.
Oh? Still nothing new from the forest. Seems like we won't be... It appears we are out of leads to follow. And if no one knows how... It's okay. It isn't your fault. I don't think it's a coincidence that maybe it's because the crystal has a very close connection to forbidden knowledge, which causes memories of it to be and if that's the case, finding the other fungi still...
The crystal Lord of Dendro. Do you still remember the
I do. What...
The prophecy is a story that connects events of the past and the future. A family member once said that the rest of the family did not approve of its opinion at the time.
Preserving the apocalypse?
That's not very likely. The power of Irminsul covers... Did the prophecy say where that family member went?
To the limitless depths east of Sumeru. A murky place that no one can return from.
Yeah, that must be the chasm, right? But...
It's impossible. What if it can be converted to a different I'm sorry if I'm suddenly not making any sense. Follow me. I'll explain it once we find...
elemental life form came all the way here on its own, wouldn't it already have become the withering like the
There is a chance that it could avoid that end. I'm referring to what was used to fight against the Abyss. It has the ability to purify and stabilize power. Forbidden knowledge that its light has shone upon is kept here. Yep. It's just like soap bubbles that
Another strange metaphor.
What the Lord of Dendro means is that the apocalypse was...
Yes, and it shouldn't be far from here.
It's over there!
Looks like we'll have to clear out the oozing filth in this area. You two should be able to take care of it, right?
Yep! We know what to do! We'll just use the lumen stone on the oozing concretion!
Now disappear! Let's get this show on the road!
This is order. Solidify!
Oh, we finally managed to rescue.
It should be the life form from the prophecy.
That light!
Wait. Something dark is coming out. What's going on? Didn't Nahida say it was...
Maybe it's because such a long amount... Although the power of the oozing filth is more stable than that of the... It might have lost its mind after being soaked...
Oh, no. But we still have tons of questions.
I should be able to purge it with my elemental power. But this is our only chance.
Traveler.
It's okay. I trust your judgment. I was being...
Oh, yeah! You said that the elemental power in the...
You want to use its power, but...
The Lord of Dendro seems hesitant. It's risky to use its power without fully understanding its intended use.
Don't understand! This no good, that no good.
Yes, I understand. But this is our only chance to return.
It's okay. There's no need to argue. How about this? Traveler, you could... I understand that you have an amazing resistance.
Don't overdo it, Traveler.
Lord of Dendro, and you others.
Yay! Looks like it worked!
Lord of Dendro, here in person. Wait, did you get smaller?
I'm sorry. That portion of my memory is highly unreliable at...
That sounds about right. After all, you once said that the apocalypse will be completely eradicated, and that relevant memories will be... Even you couldn't promise that you'd remember our agreement after those events take place. However, you are definitely someone who stays true to your...
You and I made the agreement?
Yes, you used your power to protect me. That is the reason why I was able to survive here. To be honest, I'm nearing my end.
No one can withstand the power of the apocalypse.
In order to preserve a somewhat stable memory, only the giant spike that fell from the sky was is the moment I lost my chance of being... But enough about me. Lord of Dendro, let's get...
I understand. And can you please tell me what this is?
This is a fire seed. It's an essential item for saving the Lord of Dendro and our people created this item together. It mimics how the Dendro dragon has been tormented by the However, if you are able to reactivate its heart of and as a result, our homeland will return.
Oh, so the heart of a waste?
No wonder the crystal was able to heal this fungus just now.
What? You used the fire seed to save me?
Mm-hmm. What?
That's... never mind. It's not... The fire seed contains a high concentration of elemental power inside of it. It is not stable in its current form. To prevent any accidents,
Since I am its creator, I will take responsibility for it.
Alright. Aside from being able to heal the Dendro dragon, in other words, you'll be able to find the Dendro dragon. But you should hurry. There is little...
What about Chip?
Forget about me.
Everyone is returning home, including you.
As I told you, I've already lost my chance, Lord of Dendro. I thank you for coming. Our past has been saved, and our future. It's enough for me. Just knowing that...
Hey, wait! It turned into...
Can you use the Lumen Stone once more? I can still feel... Please, of all of us, it deserves the chance.
This is a small ball of light that it left behind.
I can feel it. I can feel its knowledge and emotions. It has already... Do not be sad, my friends. Its wish has come true, and...
Because its external form doesn't matter, right?
Yes, because our external form does not matter.
Let's go!
Home. It's not much further. Follow me. We're close now.
Settle down!
I can feel its power lingering and shifting around us. Sometimes it feels distant, but other times it seems close. This is its way of warning us. It has already noticed our presence.
We won't be able to see anything if we keep going that way. Hey, look! Something's over there!
We found it. the Dendro Dragon.
Paimon knew it would be big, but not that big.
Puny god, puny human, leave my domain. Frail life forms like you cannot survive in the
Apep, we're here to save you.
I do not need saving, especially you are no different from Amun. Both of you have only existed for a fraction of what you know is. You're better off paying attention to your path ahead, as you will fall.
I know that you hate both gods and humans, but you've grown too weak now. Can't you let go of your—
Let go? For a foolish boor, you will find no gratefulness from me, even if you will only be reviving the dragon that will—
No, you're ill, that's all.
That I am. Time will bring death to all. I am different from the ancient dragons that came to terms with you.
There's no need for this. There's no point in fighting. What?
The truth. The shackle. I have paid dearly for the truth.
Hey, don't leave!
Careful, something's coming.
Ah! What is that? Paimon's never—
It's our family.
Huh? They're your family too?
External form not important. The composition of their elemental power is identical to ours.
Is this what they've become after experiencing the
This is also a form of adaptation, although a most gruesome, and they've gradually taken this form in order to survive the apocalypse.
Is there any way to avoid fight?
Hey! Can you guys talk? We're here to—
They've given it their all just to survive.
They're being drawn by the fire seed. Only its power. All that remains are the instincts to survive and search for energy needed.
So this is the result of forbidden knowledge.
Would our world become the same if forbidden knowledge was allowed to rampage across Teyvat? Like fish struggling on land, unable to find a single puddle of fresh water in the entire world.
Yes, but please try to be gentle with it.
Bow your head. Let the mighty be humble. Justice is blindsided. Settle down. Justice is blindsided. An oversight on my part. Bow your
Paimon thinks they used up all their strength.
They want to go home. Yes, it was never their intention to leave the Dendro Dragon.
Is there a way to make them revert to their elemental form? Years of torment is what turned them into their current state. It seems only the fire seed, or a Pep's heart of a— But it'll be risky if we use the fire seed again.
Correct. We cannot use the fire.
Everyone goes home. Not just—
This is—
Let me think for a second. It's fine. Let's use the power of the fire seed. I can't bear leaving them in the desert, but don't worry, the decision is on me. I'll take responsibility for whatever happens. It won't require much elemental power. I'm just worried that it'll become unstable. But as long as I use my elemental power to stabilize it a little, it shouldn't be a—
Thank you. Sorry. Stubborn.
Thank you, Lord of Dendro.
Returning home is the most important thing to you. I'm not doing this just to protect you. After all, that giant—
I will stand with you, Lord of Dendro.
Yes. Yep. Thank you. All right, here it goes.
Family. We will all be able to go home soon. Enormous amounts of knowledge and emotions are moving inside. To imagine such growth could be achieved in such a
It's because you're carrying everyone's hopes and dreams.
Yes, finally.
This is the last part. Let's go.
This cave is huge. Could this be where the Dendro Dragon lives? Yeah. Who knows what's inside?
Our goal is not only to find the dragon, but to also enter the world inside of it. That will be impossible if we can't get it to cooperate with us.
But how are we gonna do that?
I'll see what I can do. Pep, I know we don't see eye to eye. However, we are both born of elemental power, and both we are not that different. And right now, we share a common enemy.
Wonder if the Dendro Dragons even...
I don't care about what you believe in, who you hate, or what you've done in the name of hatred. I'm here to save both you and your people. My people. They've been searching for a way to save you ever since they left their... And now that everything is over, all the hatred that you harbor has lost its meaning.
No response.
Your eagerness to survive means that you haven't given up on the... If you claim to know so much more than... Please keep everyone safe. And send us to the homeland.
Nahida, where are we? Huh? And what about the Traveler? Where'd he go?
I was only able to ensure that we made it here safely. It's
Well, then let's...
Yep, let's go.
Paimon knows that. It's... let's hurry. He might be just up ahead. What's that?
That should be the heart of Oasis. All we need to do is the damage it suffered internally will also slowly begin to heal.
Then let's hurry and light it! We still need to find the Traveler!
Alright, hang on.
Wait! The fire seed!
It shattered! It was even more unstable than I expected.
Why? We barely used it!
I'm not sure. Perhaps the fire seed was only... But if I didn't use its power on everyone, there's no way of knowing where you... And even if that's the case, There's no reason.
Unless what?
Unless I was already in a weakened state when I created this, which would be when we had first saved the town.
Oh no. Wait, let's put that aside for if the fire seed has shattered. Wouldn't that mean we came? Oh. Do you know what we should do now, Nahida?
Don't worry, Paimon. This is my responsibility. Although my elemental power is slightly different than that of elemental life, so all I have to do is imitate that power, while adding some of my...
You're gonna become
Yes. It'll take a lot of power from me, but it's still... I might, however...
What happens if you keep...
I'll become a blade of grass, or a twig. Basically, I will be able to unleash power beyond my limits if I can reverse...
But you'll lose everything. You'll not only lose your appearance...
That's all right. None of that matters compared to the dangers...
No, wait! There has to be another way. Besides, what will Sumeru do if you...
Maybe you and the Traveler can plant me in the soil of Sumeru once it is... I can still communicate with the world through the forest. It's just that you won't be...
You can't be serious. If the Traveler were here, he definitely wouldn't let you go. If we knew this was how you were going to take responsibility, then we never would have...
I'm sorry, Paimon, but we're out of options. Not all eagles who have fallen to the ground can soar in the sky once again. But...
No. Please, no, Nahi... The fire seed shattered, and Nahida's... she's...
I know. A sacrifice must be made, but not by the Lord of Dendro. We've all grown on this long journey. If the purpose of that growth was to return home, then our wishes have come true. Would you lend us your power?
You knew it would come to this. All the knowledge, language, and emotions that you have learned will be reverted into pure elemental energy. In your new homeland, nothing of who you were will remain. You won't be remembered by anyone. Is that truly the return you've always dreamed of?
Lord of Dendro, don't be sad. This is not your home. We go home. Lord of Dendro should also go home.
Hear us, please. Feel our heartfelt desires. Awaken!
Stabilize! Order guide you!
To imagine such growth could be achieved in such a short period of time.
You're carrying everyone else's dreams.
Yes, finally, we can go home.
Gather!
Come on out! Hurry!
Here comes the finale.
The tides beckon. Bow your head.
Thank you for protecting me with your elemental power. Goodbye. may never meet again. I will wait for her no matter how long it takes. This is the agreement we made.
Let's get this show on the road! Now disappear!
Make yourselves at home. This may hurt a little.
I will have order. Be sanctified. Bow your head. Settle down. Stabilize.
Gotta dash.
Step right up! A round of applause!
The Temple of Wisdom.
Order guide you. Let the mighty be humbled.
Word. It's Noor, which means light. It will be your name from now on. Good. Seems like
Solidify!
And voila!
Be sanctified. Settle down.
Now disappear! Let's get this show on the road!
Hey! Can you hear Paimon? Say something! You fungi said that your form didn't matter, right?
Their knowledge, memories, and emotions have been reverted to the guardians that have accompanied me for countless eras have also... They will be born once again now that they're one.
But that's different! They won't ever...
Paimon, we will never understand it, and it will never understand us. But as long as you can be healthy again, then nothing else. Samara will be free from threat as long as you're...
I thought that my rage would be kindled once my power returned. However, what I feel now is a feeling.
The forbidden knowledge influenced you ever since you were contaminated, greatly amplified.
Yes, there's no denying that. Although my hatred for that usurper from beyond, be that as it may, my position still stands. And when you inevitably perish due to your ever-expanding curiosity, I will still sneer and mock you in my...
Yeesh! Who can put up with... I respect your decision, and with time, I will prove to you that we will not... Before you begin resting, there is one last... How did you become affected by forbidden knowledge?
It's a long story. We all once believed in the distant past. The Dragon King acquired the power of darkness from outside of this world.
Dragon King?
An unimaginable war took place into that, causing destruction on a... In war, the victor would inherit the... But I didn't give up on searching for a way to turn the tides. As I attempted to collect more forbidden knowledge from the corners of the world, sand dunes arose where there was only forest.
But you still didn't give up, did you?
Yes. Al-Ahmar eventually obtained this power with the help. His ambitions continued to grow, and he planned to establish... Although I didn't think much of him, I allowed his actions. The condition was that after his death, all the knowledge he came to accumulate would belong. At that time, I still harbored deep regrets. By the time the Dragon King finally... Some of the dragons have grown close to your kind, and have forgotten all about our hate. And some died, leaving behind... But for me, the scales and will of the... I will follow it until the end of my time.
You really are insane.
When Al-Ahmar's proud kingdom collapsed, I swallowed him. However, what I gained was no... I used up all my strength just trying to keep the pain under control. But even then, I still believe...
So that's how the apocalypse started.
I admit that I fell for his trap. I was like a tiny boor, and the rest of you. How far will a life so dear and precious to the heavenly principle?
Hey! Looks like we've been sent back out!
The dragon will need to rest for a very long time, but it's not as ruthless as it was before. Curing the dragon of...
Nobody's in a good mood when they're feeling sick. Even though we accomplished something really important, Paimon still doesn't feel happy for some reason.
Indeed. Although they'll still have the chance to be born again, each opportunity for growth is unique in its own way. Perhaps the immense power we released was the pouring out of all these...
Can you really call a place with no family your home?
Family... Right! Those two fungi might be waiting for it to return.
Oh, yeah! Let's hurry and go take a look! Huh. Waiting here?
We're back. I'm sorry. I really am. But it's gone. Don't be sad. It did it to protect you. It said that Newer is its most important family member. That's your name, isn't it? Wow. This is wonderful. They will definitely meet again, someday.